I've used a lot of different permanent outdoor lights like these. You stick it on the underside of your lights, underside of your soffit, and they shine down your house. Leave them up all year round, they do all kinds of crazy stuff. Govee was one of the first ones I ever used, and they're one of the pioneers in this space. And they've been making these outdoor lights and improving them every year. And I've been wondering, what's the next step for these things? There's a lot of brands, and the Govee Prism are the next thing, and they're really cool. Stick around.
Okay, let's go.
Hi, I'm Chris with Gadgets and Gravel. Disclaimer time. These were sent to me by Govee, and like every other video, they will get no input on the video's contents. They'll get to see it before you. Neither one of the PR agencies or anything like that. So they're gonna see it all for the first time right alongside with you. So again, these are the Govee permanent outdoor lights, the Prism line. So what makes these so unique is instead of just a singular lens with your LED diodes inside of it shining out like all the other ones do, Govee included, these have 3 lenses, and they're specifically set up, and the lights are set up and tuned to shine out individually when you want them to. They can cover the entire range, or they can individually and shine 3 different colors across here, rotate, move through. They're really, really cool. So with these, right now they only come in one color. They're white. You get a white casing, white cable. You do have a black plastic insert around the lenses here. And they're relatively large. They're a little bit bigger than usual, but we've got 3 lenses instead of just the single one. We're packing RGBWW IC LEDs in this system. So what you're getting out of this is RGB, so red, green, blue. So that's what we're gonna use to get all the colors that we want, the trillions of colors out there, whatever. WW means we get warm and cool white dedicated diodes. So when you want just a nice warm glow in your house, these are gonna give you an accurate white color, whether it's a bright white light or a warm glow. Either way, you're gonna get that, because if we don't have that WW, what you end up with is more of a bluish purplish tint, especially when you're trying to do those cooler colors. So the fact that we have dedicated white LEDs in this is really great. The IC part of that means they're individually controllable. So all those different LEDs within here, you can control each one individually, and that's really great, especially since we have dedicated lenses here for color out there. So it's really, really neat. So on top of that, of course, we're IP68 water and dust resistant. Our plug-in outside is IP67. The controller box, the charger, all that stuff's water resistant. You're good to go with all that for year-round use of these. Now they do come with a sticky back, a 3M VHB sticky, so you can stick it to the underside of your house. If you do that, make sure you clean it really well with rubbing alcohol and clean where you're gonna stick it to. They do also come with placements to screw in to the soffit, which is what I've decided to do. The sticky stuff works well. It just inevitably eventually falls off. A lot of times I'll stick up a couple of them and then put a screw in a couple, just to kind of space out, save time. This side, I decided to screw them all in and be done. You get a few different options with these as far as lengths. You got 100, 150, and 200 foot lengths. So those are your options with the lengths of these. They do come with connectors. So you see these screw together. So they come in different sections. You put them up in sections, and then they attach here and they screw together. These waterproof connecting points. They do have extensions. So if you come around a corner and you want to, like you've got an upstairs and you want to go from the lower level to the top level, you can put a gap in there so you don't have lights stringing between the bottom and lower level. So it's really nice they include that, as well as kits to cut these. So if you need to cut a section out, you can cut it, and they give you the parts to put it back together so you can go to the next section and move on just perfectly. So you can get these sized just right for your house, because you're gonna put them up and leave them, right? So they need to fit perfectly, and that's what Govee gives you the options to do with this. We're looking at, as far as brightness, each light can do up to 60 lumens. It may not sound much when we're talking about flashlights and all these different lighting options. You do thousands of lumens. The 60 lumens shining on the side of your house at night is really bright. There's no concern with these being hard to see at night. Even sometimes during the day, you know, you can still catch a glow if you're in a shadow. So I forgot to turn these off. My schedule didn't work, or I forgot to schedule them or something like that, and you can still see them. So these are great lights. Let's look at the app. So we talked about the design, what all these offer in terms of physicality and physical features. Let's talk about the app and see what you can do with it once you get it set up. All right, so Govee, their app, there's a lot going on. I've said this before in previous Govee reviews. I've reviewed the JBL table lamp 2 Pro with Govee stick. Let's get this right. Govee table lamp 2 Pro with JBL. There we go. Really cool light, bunch of lighting effects. It's got a speaker in it from JBL, so you use the Bluetooth speaker. Reviewed that one recently. There's skyline lights, the really cool lights you can span across the ceiling from floor to ceiling. Really neat option there. They're torchère floor lamp, really cool uplighter, kind of paints the room in light. Great option there. Uses a similar triple lens setup that we have on the Prism lights here. So it's a really neat idea that Govee's been doing. But with all of those, it still remains is Govee's app has a lot going on. It's almost getting to the point where it's too cluttered. They've added so many features and so many different options to it over the years that it kind of needs a redesign and cleaned up and kind of tighten some of that stuff up. However, with that being said, there's a lot you can do with it, and controlling individual products is a really simple process. They give you a lot of options. It's all clearly laid out. So let's talk about that. Once you get these plugged in, we do get Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and Matter controllable with these. So you can connect these to any of the ecosystems you want, as long as you've got a Matter hub with your options. So with that setup though, if you're doing Matter, do keep in mind that you are going to not get some of the cool controls. You're not going to be able to get access to all the scenes, which are what the preset designs for lighting and movement that Govee provides. You won't get access to those. Scheduling through Govee's process, connected with other Govee devices, so they all kind of work and sync together. You won't get access to any of that if you do it through Matter. So keep that in mind. But if you add it, get it set up, and you get it added to your Govee app, you get that done. The nice thing is, with that set up, controlling this thing is super easy. So once we get in here, all right, we have them turned on a little bit here. All right, let's get the recording going. All right, now we've got our app set up and recording set up. All right, so with this, once we're in here, you got your app, you got your lights set up, you got just basic colors. So with that, you can change white, set up design options, whatever you want. All of that is customizable and set up. You can create what you want, make it look just how you like, save it, whatever you want to do, it's all in there. You also have full light and segments. So if you want to control just sections, get those set up, you can do that as well. Let's look at DIY. This is where you're able to set up your own lighting designs. The neat thing with this is, in there you get full control. They give you lots of different movement options. They've got like marquee, and they've got breathe, and they've got gradients and chasing and all this different stuff. But you can set those up, pick your colors. Like you can see, I got the same set for my teams. I got KSU, Kansas City Wildcats, I got Chiefs, all that good stuff. And I set up specifically for the Prism so I can take advantage of the individual lighting diodes and get all the colors I want for my teams across that. You have finger sketch. You can literally just draw in the colors across the different sections, set that up however you like. That is an option. We've got illumination, which is going to be your white option. Set that up and you get your just exact white color. So there's some presets in here, but you can go in and adjust that, adjust the brightness, the color temperature. So we go up to 6500 and down to 2700 Kelvin. So the lower the number, the warmer the light's going to be, the higher number, the wider or blue. You get all that set up, you set presets that you like in there. This does work in React to Music. So there is a microphone in the controller box. So if there's music playing out on your patio, you got this set up, it'll react to the music. So there's a bunch of different options for that as far as scenes and pre-made from that. But you also can use the microphone on your phone. So if you've got your lights set up and you're going to be away from your house where the lights are going to be reacting, you can use the microphone on your phone so the lights will react to the music if you want. But in scene, that is what things are really cool. All the presets, Govee has over 100 different presets in here. They've got some really great options. They've tuned them perfectly for this. And each one of the lighting presets and the scenes that they have in here, you can go in and adjust those easily just by hitting a little pencil and adjust the speed. Some of them give you more controls than others, so that's an option you have for setting for lights. Now we do also have AI options, so you can upload a picture or just try and describe what you would like to see, and the AI in the app will go through and try and figure out what that looks like in light, and then the light will edit it, change it, and save it. And then we go to more here, and this is where we're going to get timers and schedules and all the other stuff. So like I said, Govee does a great job of giving you plenty of opportunities to customize these lights to set them just how you want. Since you're going to be up year round, you want to have a full control. Do what you want with these, whether it is just a simple glow for every day and then change them up for a birthday, a party, a family gathering, a holiday, your favorite team's playing, whatever that is, you've got these options here. So I'm going to drop some video in here so you can see what these look like at night and the different color options and what they can do, and then we'll wrap this thing up. yeah, like you can see, this thing does some really cool stuff. They got some really neat options with this. The customization is there. The vibrancy, the saturation of color that Govee is known for is all there. So I'm really impressed with these lights. Now, like I said, you have fewer lights per strand than we did on previous lights. I've got a set of the Govee, they're the 2 from outdoor lights too. I don't think they're the Pro. Either way, I've got those set up in the front of my house, and you can see how these lights, there's more lights per strand on the older style than with the Prisms. And that's because with these, we get a wider spread of the light with those triple lenses. They can spread out further, so you still get the great connection of light, the gaps between them, like you might think you would since there's a space there. Govee's done a great job designing these. I love the lights, the colors, the kind of 3D effects you can get when you get the lights tuned just right and you get yours set up. You can find a lot of the themes, how it kind of almost gives a 3D effect to the side of your house. So definitely check these out if you're looking for some outdoor lights. If you're curious on another option, like I said, I got the Govee ones on the front of my house. I've also reviewed Nanoleaf's permanent outdoor lights. I'll put a link for those in here as well. Those are a great option too. So check these out. If you have any questions, leave down in the comments. I'll try and help you out best I can. I've got tons more products coming. I've got more lights from Govee. I've got robot lawnmowers, robot vacuums, tons of stuff. So make sure you subscribe, hit the bell so you don't miss any of those videos coming up, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thanks.
Okay, let's go.